ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासां ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुन्मिलितं तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकथामह्यं ददाति सुपदन्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवां च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगना रघुनाथान्वितं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं व्रजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादां सगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितां च हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्तो राधाकान्त नमस्तुते। तप्ति कंचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण विष्टाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपताका स्वामी निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी परिचारिणी निर्विशेषण्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणी। जय शिल प्रभुपाद। So today Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela chapter 1 text 15 onwards. Jayatam surator pangor mama mandamater gati mat sarva sapadam bhujo radha madan mohanu। जयताम सुरतौर पंगोर मम मंद मतिर्गति मत सर्वस्व पदाम भोजो राधा मदन मोहनो। जयताम सुरतौर पंगोर मम मंद मतिर्गति मत सर्वस्व पदाम भोजो राधा मदन मोहनो। Synonyms. Jayatam, all glories to Suratau, most merciful of or attached in conjugal love, Pangu of one who is lame, Mama of me, Manda Matehe foolish, Gati refuse, Mat my, Sarva Swa everything, Pada Ambujau whose lotus feet, Radha Madan Mohanam, Radha Rani and Madan Mohana. Translation. Glory to the all merciful Radha and Madan Mohana. I am lame and ill advised, yet they are my directors and their lotus feet are everything to me. So we are hearing from Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami after offering his obeisances to Lord Krishna, Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda, and to all the activities or energies of the Lord. Now he is comparing himself. He says, who I am? Very, very insignificant. So all glories, Jayatam, all glories to Radha and Krishna. Because who I am ill advised. What is ill advised mean here? That I don't have the intelligence to understand the purpose of life. I don't know. I am driven like a cloud. When the the wind flows, they carry away the part of the cloud with them. Raven cloud is called. So I am lame and ill advised. Lame means who doesn't know how to walk. Walk on the path of devotional service. We have to be taught. Even in a normal life, if you tell a child this is called a wall, child will remember, he'll call a wall. If you call it Toyam, For water, it will go retoyam. Now, whatever has been advised, the child will only repeat that. Or whatever he hear. So similarly, the devotees, they can only do, they can only act, they can only understand whatever has been revealed. And since Krishna is unlimited, everything cannot be revealed. So what is revealed? According to our mental capacity, according to the capacity of our intellectual understanding, the Lord only revealed that much. You know, a child go to school, only say A for apple. And whole year he say A for apple. And he memorize it. And when teacher says, what is A? A for apple. And everybody claps him. Because he has perfected the art of repeating what he has heard. So he said, I am lame. I have no power. I need help to understand the divinity, to understand the devotional service, to understand the leelas, to understand the character, and to understand myself, my soul. And he'll advise. Because what we hear from our elders, and for sure they are not panditas, they are not devotees. So what will we hear from them? Mundane things. What to eat, what not to eat, where to go, where not to go, what to wear, what not to wear. Nothing more than that. They can simply tell us about how to maintain and protect the body. That's it. Nothing more than that. Even to our children, what we are trying to teach them? Oh, get good marks, do this, you will get a good job. And what is in the end? So that you enjoy the life. With your senses, with your intellect, with your mind and with your senses. That's what we teach them. But here, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, having the association of the most of the great devotees, up to even the 6 Goswamis, he is saying, I am lame, means I have no power of my own. If you be so merciful, then please pick me up. And furthermore, they are my director. It means I will act as you direct. You must have seen the films. In the film, the actor acts only whatever director tells him to act, not of his own. No. Whatever director tells him to do, he will do that. Similarly, saying, my dear Lord, I am a pawn. I am a wooden doll in your hand. Direct me, I will dance the way you want me to dance. And their lotus feet are everything for me. And I am telling from so much time, if we offer obeisances unto the feet of the Lord, Lord will bow down and raise you up and embrace you or bless you or have a merciful glance on you. Oh, he will say, my God, who's lying on my feet? I recollect, I must have told you this story, but when there is a Sita Swayamvar, and when Lord Rama had broken the Dhanusa of Shiv Dhanusa, and it means he had won the hand of the Sita. Now the time has come for marrying them, and there was a Jayamala ceremony. So from one side, Lord Rama comes, other side, Mother Sita comes. And because Lord Rama was only 72 feet tall, and on the top of him is a Mukuta, which is another 4 or 5 feet tall. Now 80 feet. And Mother, by virtue, the ladies are shorter than the men, of any age, any group. So it would become difficult for Mother Sita to put the garland on the Lord. Now, Janak Maharaj, he goes to Vishwamitra and he says, Muniji, can you direct your disciple to bow down little? And Vishwamitra says, what do you mean bow down? He's a crown prince of Ayodhya. And I'll tell him to bow down? Our princes never bow down. They never bow down. People bow down to them. I'll not do that. And beside, as far when the Dhanus was Khandana, marriage is done, I don't care for the social etiquettes. For me, it doesn't matter whether who put the garland, who doesn't put the garland. It's all right. Janak Maharaj came back and tell his own assembly, oh my God, if Vishwamitra is saying no, Then, and Lord Rama will not bow down his head, a Kshatriya. So, the friends of Sita, Urmila, Mandodari, Srutikirti, and so many other, Sukanya, so many, they devise a plan. They say, okay, he has a brother. Maybe he will listen to his brother. So they went to Lakshmana and telling him, sir, can you do one job for us? He said, what is that? He said, can you tell Lord Ram to bow down his head? He said, oh, you're crazy people. I will tell my brother to bow down the head. Are you crazy? He's a king and a crown prince. He will never bow down. They say, oh my God. Now he doesn't bow down and we don't do the garland, Varmala, so our etiquettes will finish. Then what to do? They told him, okay, Urmila is here. If you please your brother to bow down his head, then we'll marry Urmila to you. And Urmila was so beautiful. And Lakshmana said, okay, price is okay, but I cannot tell him. And even if I tell him to bow down his head, why would you do that? I am his small brother. No way. And when they requested him, you can only do that, you can only do that, you can only do that. And was he Shankarsana? Lovable Lord Rama. So, Baldeva Lakshmana devised a plan. He told them, watch what I do, and rest is all yours. So he gets up from the assembly, comes running on the podium and fall flat on the feet of the Lord Rama. And Lord Rama said, Lakshmana, what happened? What happened? And when he bowed down to pick him up, Mother Sita garlanded him. And they said, okay, marriage is done. Why I'm telling this story? Bowing down at the lotus of the Lord is sometimes becomes so very compassionate to pick the man who has surrendered and embraces him. So that he is saying, the lotus feet are everything for me. And somebody thinks, lotus feet of the Lord, maybe, 2 feet long, 3 feet long, 10 feet long, 40 feet long. Arey Baba, his lotus feet are as good as this Kayana, this complete universe. So we can bow down. We can bow down any time, thinking of him, and that will be his lotus feet. And particularly when you go to Vrindavan, when you go to the Gokul, and you roll yourself in the sand, and that is the lotus feet of the Lord. So he says, Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami is saying, I am lame, ill-advised, and they are my director. Means I will only do as they ask me to do. I am a kinkara. Kinkara means I have no choice, I have no freedom. I simply act upon as you want me to do. Okay? So let us say, text 16 also will take. My God, 51. Divya Vrindaran Kalpadurmadahu Srimad Ratnangara Simhasano Astu Srimad Radha Srila Govinda Devo Prishta Prishtela Bhi Shevyamano Smarami. I just go to direct translation because I think I'm getting late then. In the temple of jewels of Vrindavan, underneath a desire tree, Sri Radha Govinda, served by their most confidential associate, sit upon the effulgent throne. I offer my humble obeisances unto them. Now, see, who are they? It is Radha and Krishna. They are sitting underneath a desire tree. And what is desire tree? Fulfilling the desire. And what is the desire? To serve them, to please them, to surrender our ego, and if the body, even the body, unto the lotus of the Lord. And they are served by their most confidential associate. Everybody cannot serve them. Suppose there is a king. Everybody is not allowed to go to the palace. there are rules, regulations, customs, checks and balance, and securities and everything. Everybody cannot just walk in. So if it can happen to the mundane, the people who are destined to die, then what to talk of Krishna, Radha? He's saying them. And when he's saying this, he is visualizing them. We are thinking, he's not thinking, he's seeing them. He is seeing Radha Krishna sitting underneath a desire tree, and hundreds and thousands. And by the way, there are only 21 billion and 10 million. 21 billion gopis and 10 million gopas. He is being served by 21.10 billion associates. He is being served. So he is visualizing them. And he's saying, when the people are serving them, how happy they feel. They feel extremely happy. Ye atma suprasidati. Your heart, your soul becomes so very pleased that I have been given a chance to serve. I think 2019, we were in Mayapur, and I was told that Maharaj is giving a Bengali class in the temple, main temple hall in Mayapur, where what are the name of the deities? Radha Madan Mohan? Radha Madhav. In the hall of Radha Madhav. So, big crowd was there. And all of a sudden, I just got up from one corner, came to near the seat of Guru Maharaj, and picked up the fan, and I started fanning. Now, people were enjoying the class, and I'm enjoying my fanning to the Guru Maharaj, looking how with my fan his hair are flowing here and there, and I can see the breeze, the breeze of my fan is over him. I did not hear the class at all. I was just looking at the Guru Maharaj from the one side. I was standing at the left side of the Guru Maharaj, and I'm just looking at his posture, his vocabulary, his style of the mocking and creating scene, and I enjoyed that. So if we can enjoy by doing such a small service, then what do you think the Krishna is being served, and the people who are serving him, how much they may be enjoying? And this enjoying never finishes. It goes on and on. So my seva also, it was for almost maybe 40 minutes. And nobody came. Here we just say, no, Prabhu, can I do? Nobody came. And I was praying, nobody should come and, take the service from me. We become a little greedy. So if we can enjoy so much by serving a Vaishnava, of course, representative of Lord Shri Krishna, then what to talk? The Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is seeing them sitting on the throne, being served by millions and trillions of people. And he's saying, at least how fortunate I am that I can also visualize them. I can see them. So really, maybe only 4 minutes left for me. So I'll quickly take this sloka also, so that nothing much to explain. Sriman Rasa Rasarambhi Vamsi Vatatara Stitau Krishna Karshan Venu Shanair Gopir Gopinatha Sriyestunaha. Sri Gopinath, who originated the transcendental mellow of the rasa dance, stands on the shore of Vrindavan and attracts the attraction of the cowherd damsels with the sound of the celebrated flute. May they all confer upon me their benediction. Again, he is visualizing how Sri Gopinath, the profounder of the rasa dance, he is standing on the shore of the Vamsivata and attracting the attention of all the cowherd damsels with the sound of his celebrated flute. Gopi Madhurya, Venu Madhurya is the Venu, a special feature of the Lord. When he blows the flute, everybody comes. Somebody had asked me that, Prabhu, it's not ethical, right? Lord Krishna played the flute, and all the gopis of Vrindavan, they left everything and they went to the Rasa dance, Rasa Stali. Is it ethical? I told him, Prabhu, when Krishna will blow the bansuri for you and me, we'll also leave everything and go there. But they were lucky. They went there with the Sarupa, and we'll go there. We'll leave our body and we'll go there, our Atma. If Krishna is calling, who can stop it? Can anybody have the right power, strength to say no? Not possible. Even when he blows his flutes for us, we'll have to run, leaving behind everything that we have, accumulated for years together. Everybody has to leave. So since nobody understands Krishna, what to do? But Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying, he has seen that hundreds of damsels of Braja, just hearing the flute, they left everything and they were attracted. They were attracted to meet Krishna. They were attracted to serve Krishna. Now in this one, they never wanted to satisfy their senses. They wanted to satisfy the senses of Rishikesha. Rishikesha Rishikena Bhaktir Uttama. By satisfying the senses of the Lord is the best anything can achieve in this whole life. So, I think that's one. And he said, yeah, may they all confer upon their benediction. And what he is looking for? Benediction, he is not saying, Janam Dehi, Dhanam Dehi, Buddhi Dehi, Balam Dehi, Riddhi Dehi, Siddhi Dehi, not like that. Benediction, so that I can serve you, I can chant your name, I can remember your Leela, and I can always visualize you outside and within my mind and heart. That's the beauty of the devotees, that's what they want. And that's what actually is required in life. Nothing more than that. There's nothing more than this, and then nothing less than that. We don't settle for nothing. So with this, I'll come to the conclusion of my talk. Sorry, I have another class now, so I may not be able to take the question answer, but we have taken a lot of question answer in the morning, so I'm sure you all will be happy. So I stop here. Hare Krishna.